Hello students, welcome to the class. In our previous class, we were discussing with the methods of preparations of haloalkanes and haloarenes. We have completed till Sand-Meier's reaction. Now we'll continue with the last method of the preparation from hydrocarbons, that is by treating the alkenes with halogen acid and halogens. And along with this, we left with the last method, that is halogen exchange method, which is a very special method for preparation of the fluoro and iodoalkenes. We'll try to observe first from hydrocarbons, that is by treating the alkenes with halogen acids and halogens. So we'll start with the first one. So halogen acids such as HCl, HBr, or hydrogen iodide to treat with alkenes. So already we discussed the reactivity of the various halogen acids. So it is reactivity of HI will be greater than HBr when compared with HCl. Due to highest electronegativity of fluorine, so HF is not generally taken, where the cleavage of the bond is very difficult to obtain the respective product. Hence, the halogen acids will try to consider HCl, HBr, or HI. Any of the thing can be asked. So we'll try to relate HX as a general symbol for any halogen acid here. Now, with respect to alkenes, we'll take any alkene, a double bond containing hydrocarbon, presence of one pi bond around the carbon in its sp2 hybridization will be considered as an alkene. Now, so addition of the halogen acid or hydrogen halide HX to the alkene, so will causes the cleavage of the pi bond, and in the cleavage the addition of halogen acid takes place to the double bonded carbon. One carbon accepts the hydrogen and another carbon is added with the halogen to form the addition product. Now if you observe here, so halogen is added to one of the carbon and hydrogen is added to another double bonded carbon. Hence, in the process of the addition of this, the pi bond is cleaved to give the respective alkyl halide as the product. So hence, if we take any alkene and if we treat it with hydrogen halide or halogen acid, so we are going to see that the pi bond is cleaved, and in the place of that, so one carbon is added with hydrogen and another carbon is added with halogen, and results in the formation of the respective alkyl halide as a product. Now, if the alkene is symmetrical alkene, there is no problem because the preferred product is only one type. Suppose the halogen acid has to be added to unsymmetrical alkene. So we need to recall our first PUC hydrocarbons syllabus. So where we learned the Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule. So that is required here to identify which will be the major product obtained in the process. So first we'll try to consider simple symmetrical alkene, and we'll consider unsymmetrical alkene along with that. So first case we'll take addition to symmetrical alkene. It is the same process. With an example we'll try to take. So we'll take a simple alkene as etene. It is CH2, CH2. Identical distribution of groups around a double bonded carbon will make it as symmetrical. And we'll consider the halogen acid as HCl or HBr. We'll take HCl as an example here. When ethene is added with the halogen acid hydrochloric acid, So in the addition, we are going to see that one of the carbon is added with the hydrogen and another carbon is added with the halogen Cl. So remaining two hydrogens to satisfy with the tetravalency here. Now the added products you can consider, it is chloroethane will be obtained as a product. Chloroethane. So I have shown the complete structural formula in explaining the example here. So can be written as so CH2 double bond CH2. So with the addition of hydrochloric acid, we are going to see that the formation of CH3, CH2, Cl. So a simple condensed structure I have given. So anything can be preferred. So complete structure will be preferable because you can easily remember. So the with the tetravalency, so how the addition reaction takes place here. So this will be simple. So when the addition of halogen acid is for a symmetrical alkene. Suppose if it is to the unsymmetrical alkene, which is very important, you can expect a differentiation question here. So both for 1 mark and 2 mark you can expect it. So we'll try to observe that now. So addition of halogen acids to unsymmetrical alkene. Unsymmetrical alkenes. We'll take a simple example. We'll consider propene. It is CH3 CH double bond CH2 N propane. With respect to first carbon, it is with a double bond, it is propene. Now if propene is added with hydrogen bromide as halogen acid, we are going to see the formation of product in two ways. There are two types of products are expected. Now in the first case, above structure we'll try to identify, it is CH3. Now this double bonded carbon will be cleaved, and in the place the addition reaction takes place. One carbon so accepts hydrogen and another carbon will be added with the halogen. One is halogen and another one is hydrogen. You can observe carefully. Now if we observe here, so this can be mentioned as CH3 CH Br, that X will consider as Br CH3. So that is what the halogen. So here I have mentioned X, so we'll consider that X as Br. Now if you observe this, this will be one of the product, and if you observe another possible product obtained in the process, it is CH3. Middle carbon will be added with hydrogen. We'll write it as CH2, and the terminal carbon so we'll be accepting the halogen. It is Br. Now this is one product, and this is the second product which is obtained in the process. If we observe both, the first one is it is 2-bromo-propane, and this one is 1-bromo-propane. 2-bromo-propane and 1-bromo-propane. We know that from Markovnikov's rule, So 2-bromopropane will be obtained as major product. 1-bromopropane will be obtained as a minor product or product obtained in lesser yield. Now this is according to Markovnikov's rule. So where the negative part of the addendum, that is Br minus halide ion, gets added to the carbon atom of an alkene which possesses the lesser number of hydrogen. Now between the two, so this carbon, the middle carbon, possesses the lesser number of hydrogen, and the negative part of the adding molecule Br minus gets added to this middle carbon. Hence, this will be obtained in the major yield. We know the actual reason for this with the mechanism steps. So it is the carbocation generated in this will be a secondary carbocation, whereas in this case it is primary carbocation. As secondary carbocation is more stable, so hence the 2-bromopropane will be obtained as a more stable product with major yield or in greater yield, whereas with lesser stability of primer carbocation, so the 1-bromopropane will be obtained in lesser yield. So this is how the two products will be obtained in the process. So one is 1-bromopropane and another one is, it is 2-bromopropane. So this will be the two types of product. So we are going to see, so if the addition of halogen acid takes place to the unsymmetrical alkene. So here, which will be the major and which will be the minor is important. In the present year 2020 Maths examination, they have asked addition of hydrogen iodide to propene. So which is the major product obtained? So we know that. So if Hi is the halogen acid here, the iodide ion gets added to the middle carbon. Hence 2-iodopropane will be the major product obtained in the process. So hence easily you can differentiate. So if any of the alkene is asked other than propene also, you can relate the unsymmetrical alkene addition, the halogen acid to it. So according to Markovnikov's rule. So you can remember another one also, it is anti-Markovnikov's rule, that is in presence of peroxide, anti-Markovnikov's rule you can recall, anti-Markovnikov's rule. That is 1-bromopropane will be obtained in major yield in presence of peroxide. The absence of peroxide, normal halogen acid addition leads to 2-bromopropane as the major product. Whereas if it is in presence of peroxide, it is reverse. So we are going to see 1-bromopropane will be obtained as major in presence of peroxide. So this will be an additional information. This also you can relate. So if it is for 1 mark, if the question is asked, so you need to remember. So if it is mentioned as peroxide, so go with 1-bromopropane as major product. If it is not mentioned, normal Markovnikov's rule you can relate. So addition of propene with halogen acid. So the major product will be 2-bromopropane. Now we'll consider the second one from alkenes, treating the alkenes with halogens. Now, in the laboratory method, so it is the most useful method for the detection of double bonded carbons. So it is unsaturated alkenes to consider. So in the laboratory method, so bromine is treated. So discharge of reddish brown color of the bromine is an indication of presence of double bond. If reddish brown color of the bromine, if it is discharged, so it confirms the presence of double bond. So will be considered as a laboratory detective test. So that we'll try to understand here for the method of preparation. Now, if we use a symmetrical alkene, we'll take with the simple example of ethene, it is CH2 double bond CH2. When ethene is treated with bromine, so the reaction takes place in CCl4 medium, carbon tetrachloride. The bromine will undergo a homolytic fission, so and will cleave the double bonded carbon. As a result, so each carbon accepts one halogen in the process. As a result, the double bond is cleaved, and the obtained halides are a special type of dihalides. So this can also be expected as a very important 1-mark question. Now the two halogens are bonded to adjacent carbon atom. So a dihalide of vicinal type or Wick dihalide will be obtained in the process. So hence it's a special type to remember. When bromine is added with ethene, the obtained product is 1,2 dibromopropane, that is ethane, dibromoethane. So if we observe this, so it is a special type under the classification. You can recall it is vicinal or Wick dibromide. Wick dibromide is obtained in the process. So again, in the process, addition of halogens directly to alkenes, either symmetrical or unsymmetrical, will yield Wick dihalides as a product. So generally, bromine, treating with bromine, which will be reddish brown in color. So discharge of bromine color takes place if it is utilized and cleaving the double bond. Hence, double bond presence can be identified by treating with bromine. So again, a very simple method for preparation of alkyl halide, treating the halogen with alkenes. Now we'll observe with the special methods used for preparation of the haloalkenes. The halogen exchange method, so which is useful for preparation of iodoalkenes and fluoroalkenes. Iodoalkenes and fluoroalkenes are conveniently prepared by using special methods called Finkelstein and Schwarz reaction, which are very important named reaction. We'll try to start with the first one here, Finkelstein reaction. Here the second letter in the Finkelstein, you can remember, it is used for preparation of iodoalkane. So Finkelstein reaction is used for preparation of only iodoalkanes. So you can expect 1-mark and 2-mark questions in this, which are very important named reactions. So try to remember each and every information when you are learning the named reactions. So Finkelstein reaction is used for preparation of iodoalkenes. And the reagent used in Finkelstein reaction for the preparation is, so sodium iodide is used as a special reagent. It is sodium iodide. So from which the iodide ions are considered for the preparation. Sodium iodide is used as a special reagent. And the other reagent for the preparation is, so alkyl halide, that is halogen containing compound already other than this. It is RCl or RBr, alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide. Any of this can be used. And if it is treated with sodium iodide, we are going to obtain. So along with this, you can remember the condition. The sodium iodide treatment is done in presence of acetone. It takes place in presence of acetone. Now, if we observe this with equation form, so a general equation for representing, so you can take Rx, where Rx may be alkyl chloride or bromide. So other than this, no other alkyl halide will be used in the process. It is only either alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide. Alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide is treated with sodium iodide, NaI. So this is done in presence of dry acetone. Treatment of alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide with sodium iodide. Here the halogen exchange reaction takes place. That is, iodide ions will be exchanged with the halide ion present in the alkyl halide. So thereby the halogen will be replaced or exchanged. Hence, we are going to get the sodium chloride or bromide, so along with the major product, that is our main product as alkyl iodides or iodoalkane. So this is how in Finkelstein reaction, so which is used for preparation of iodoalkanes. Now we'll take an example for representing the equation. So we'll take a simple example. We'll take methyl chloride, CH3Cl. When methyl chloride is treated with hydrogen, that is sodium iodide, NaI, in presence of dry acetone, iodide ions will be exchanged with the chlorine. So thereby it gives rise to methyl iodide with sodium chloride. Hence, the product formed is iodomethane, will be the IUPAC name or common name. So it is methyl iodide. So this is how Finkelstein reaction is helpful in preparing only iodoalkenes as the alkyl halides. Here to remember, we need to concentrate which type of alkyl halides are prepared by using Finkelstein reaction. So Finkelstein reaction is used for preparation of iodoalkanes. And the reagent used in the process, you can remember, the reagent used is sodium iodide. So under this condition, so the obtained both general equation as well as the example based equation you can practice. So both will be considered as the important one. So if the question is a general equation, so you can answer to it. If the question is a specific example based equation, you can take any example. So try to practice with the help of both general equation and example equation for the question. Now we'll try to observe the second named halogen reaction, that is halogen exchange reaction, is Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction, again a very important named reaction. So this is used for preparation of fluoroalkenes. Fluoroalkenes to prepare, the method is used. So in this, the special reagent which is used for preparation of fluoroalkenes is that, so it is metal fluorides. So important metal fluorides you can remember, at least one example to show. You can practice. So few important metal fluorides used for the exchange reaction is, so it is AgF silver fluoride, mercuric fluoride, it is Hg2F2, COF3 or SbF3. So try to practice with one very important example to remember, so which will be easy to practice. You can go with metal fluoride to remember, it will be easy to practice. The special reagent metal fluoride, it is silver fluoride. Again, so with the metal fluoride, so already halogen containing compound, that is RCl or RBr. alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide will be treated with the special reagent AgF, where the F, that is a halogen, exchange with already present halogen of alkyl halide to give the fluoroalkenes as a product, that is RF. Now, if we observe this with a simple general equation, it is Rx, where X may be chloride or bromide, RCl or RBr. If it is treated with a special reagent, metal fluoride, will be considering silver fluoride. So halogen exchange reaction takes place. So fluoride ion will replaces the already present halogen. So from the alkyl halide, as a result, it will be obtained as fluoroalkane, and so AgX will be obtained as a product, where X may be either chloride or bromide. Anything can be taken in the specific example. Now this will be fluoroalkane. I will take a simple example here. So we'll consider methyl chloride. When CH3Cl, methyl chloride or chloromethane, when methyl chloride is treated with the metal fluoride AgF, the halogen exchange reaction takes place, where chlorine is replaced by fluorine and silver chloride will be obtained as a side product. So here the obtained alkyl halide is a fluoromethane. So both Finkelstein reaction and Schwarz reaction seems to be same, but one is for preparation of iodides and another one is preparation of fluorides. Don't confuse between the two, remember it clearly. So in the Finkelstein, the second letter I you can remember for preparation of iodides here. And in the Schwarz reaction, it is for the highest electronegative element containing halides, it is fluorides. So in this way, you can easily remember. Both are repeatedly asked 1 mark as well as 2 mark questions for the final exam. So either they may ask, write a general equation or what is the reagent used for preparation, or explain with example the respective equation. Hence, both are very important named reactions. With this, we have completed with all the methods of preparation for haloalkanes and haloarenes. So we'll summarize quickly what we have considered. So it is by using alcohols, treating the alcohols with hydrogen halides, phosphorus pentahalides, and phosphorus trihalide, and treating the alcohols with thionyl chloride we have seen as the first method. Then from hydrocarbons we have seen by free radical halogenation, electrophilic substitution reaction, and so by considering a special one, Sand-Meier's reaction, and by treating the alkenes, that is what we have discussed in today's class. So it is addition of halogen acid and addition of halogens to alkenes. And the last method, it is the special methods, it is halogen exchange reactions, Finkelstein reaction for iodoalkane preparation, Schwarz reaction for fluoroalkane preparation. So with this preparation methods are completed, now we'll consider with the next topic the properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Then we'll discuss with few optical properties, and we'll complete with the chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes.